Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Keri, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Keri's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we use while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Keri has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now, Keri is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to go ahead and demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. The command that you're going to use is Keri heel. Now, Keri has been trained to walk very nicely on your left-hand side at your pace. Whether you're walking at a faster pace or a slower pace, she should not be lagging behind on that leash or lunging and trying to pull you on that leash. Also incorporated into the heeling exercise is the automatic sit, which you just saw occur. Anytime that you're out walking around with Keri and you stop, she should sit nicely in your left heel position, and she should remain seated until you give her another command. Now, the next command they're going to demonstrate is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your palm an inch or so in front of her muzzle and the one-word command to stay. Now, when you're practicing the long sit stay at home, you want to start at about a 1-minute time increment and slowly increase your time up to 3 minutes. You want to make sure that you're incorporating this command into your everyday activities. It will help build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. Fred's returning back to her by walking all the way around, and behind her is an added distraction. She did a fabulous job remaining seated, and they're going to go ahead and run through the heel sit and stay for you again. Now, when Keri first comes home, you want to make sure that you practice your commands both indoors and outdoors, but you want to pick an area that has no distractions in it, and you're going to slowly increase your distractions. Stay. So Fred's going to leave her in a sit stay again. Now, this time they're going to demonstrate the recall or the come command. You're going to call Keri in using her name. She should come in and sit nicely right in front of you. And she's going to return to heel. We'll make sure she remains seated. Now, Fred's going to give her the heel command to heel around the back of him, returning back to his left-hand side. She should sit nicely. Good job. And we'll demonstrate that again. Calls her in. She comes in and good job. Oh, she wanted to sit on his foot. You want to make sure that when you're working Keri through her commands that you're using lots of motivation and lots of praise and positive reinforcement to let her know when she's doing a good job. Now, the next command they're going to go ahead and demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. Again, you're going to use the open flat of your left palm, at this time straight down towards the ground, and a one-word command to down. Now, when you're practicing your long down stay at home, you want to start at about 3 minutes and slowly increase your time up to 5 minutes. Again, another great command to help build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time, so make sure you're incorporating this into your everyday activities as well. Fred's going to go ahead and return back. This is a good time to remind you that you should be practicing all of your formal obedience commands in a session such as this video here, about 10 to 15 minutes. It's a great mental exercise for the dogs. It keeps them fresh and on top of their commands as well. Demonstrate that down command again. Stay. And then this time, instead of returning back to heel position, Fred's going to demonstrate the recall command, where she has to get up and come in. Okay. Now, they do have one last command to demonstrate for you, and that's the down from a distance. So for this command, you'll leave her in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the leash. from the end of the leash, you'll give the down command with your right hand. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Keri has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Keri, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.